I'll put this at the top of the video for anyone that doesn't watch more than 10 seconds of the video. If you're in the lead by a long way, do not risk Zapdos. Hey, welcome to my first Pokemon Unite video. I don't expect anyone to watch it, but I'm just so pissed off that I can't easily talk to other players, so this is my way of venting. So this video is going to be a guide. I say guide. I will try and impart some of my knowledge by having a bit of a rant while watching a game that goes horribly wrong to a Zapdos throw is in the background, which may or may not have been the inspiration for this video. So first of all, what does Zapdos do? Hopefully this will change and it will be nerfed a bit so it's not quite so strong. If you're the player who deals the final blow to it, or last hit as it's called, you get 30 points added to your total that you can then go and score. But also your team gets 20 points each. This on its own is pretty massive, given that Zapdos only spawns in the final 2 minutes and scoring is double. So that's 220 points potentially for your team just for killing Zapdos. But here's the kicker, it makes dunking instant for 30 seconds. 30 seconds? That's a quarter of the time that Zapdos is alive for, given that he only spawns in the last 2 minutes of the game. But in these 30 seconds, all of your opponent's goals are defenseless, meaning that someone can just walk up to them and dunk. They don't need to charge, they don't need to have a few points to dunk quickly or loads of points, and therefore they need to charge and charge. So what the team can do that has Zapdos is literally pick a lane, run down it, dunk, 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 and then score like 400 points because you're going to be killing things on the way, picking up more points, doubling those points. It's just insane. And what can the team that's trying to defend from this do? Not a whole lot really, other than kill them and try to not let them get there, even though they can just run past you, or some of them can possibly run past you. Or if you still have some of your outer goals up, they can dunk on 2 lanes, which makes it impossible to defend against. So I cannot stress how powerful Zapdos is at the moment in its current state. And like I said, hopefully it gets changed. So with this in mind, here are some tips for playing around Zapdos. So in the final 2 minutes, or the final stretch as the game calls it, points have doubled as I've mentioned already, but also Rotom and Dreadnought despawn, all of the wild Pokemon level up a little bit, and the absolute mad lad, Zapdos spawns. This tanky boy sits in the middle of the map, in his little den. As far as I know, he deals too much damage and is too tanky for any one player to solo him, although this could be wrong, you know, maybe a Gengar could do it, but that's a different video. This is where the main point of the video comes in, and it's the point that I've already mentioned at the top of the video. If you're in the lead by a long way, do not risk Zapdos. I'll say that again so it sticks, so this is the 3rd time. If you're in the lead by a long way, do not risk Zapdos. It's not rocket science at all. If you're stomping their team into the ground because you're just that much better, you're basically pros, these kids don't know what's hitting them, the last thing you want is for their team to get Zapdos. It just will end the game and you'll be so sad that you've lost a game like this. Again, watch the recording in the background. So what you need to do to be able to get Zapdos is secure the area around Zapdos so that no one's going to come around and take it. You can do this by making sure they're dead so that they're in spawn waiting, or you can do it by just not doing it. If you don't do Zapdos, they're not going to steal it from you, ever. And if they're not going to steal it, then they have to do it. And if they're going to do it, you can push them off it, steal it, take it yourself, do whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, do not make it easy for them to get Zapdos. It's so broken. Oh yeah, it's just broken. If it looks like the other team are trying to do Zapdos, just push them off it. Do damage, kill them. There's a lot you can do to prevent Zapdos being taken. There's no smite in this game, so it's very coin flippy who gets it. There's no surefire way to secure it for your own team. So now that that's gone well, and you've pushed them off Zapdos, what are you going to do? Are you going to take Zapdos, or are you going to keep defending it? Because depending on the situation, if you've killed a lot of their team, yeah, by all means go for it. It'll be really good for you. But if they still have people alive, especially champs like Cinderace or Gardevoir that can just nuke that area and just steal it with a higher damage, no, don't do it. Just leave it. Go score. Go get your double points in lane. But make sure you keep panning the camera back over to Zapdos to make sure they're not doing it, because otherwise you're going to be in a world of sad. Now that's the scripted part over. I'm going to now comment over the video in the background to try and give some insight about what I'm actually talking about. Alright, so as you can see, my gameplay has been absolutely immaculate, spotless, perfect so far, right? So in this game I'm queuing up for my mate Dan, who's playing Cinderace. He's currently enjoying this, but so at the moment I'm getting bodied by a Haunter. Oh, choke! You can't move. So I really like this combination. Slowbro's pretty good. He's very good at setting people up, so you can hit your skill shots. I believe makes it help. But if you hit your skill shots, or you hit everything, you do so much CC, and then you can just keep people alive, or you can like just help out, just be a pain in the ass for their team. So that's what Dan and I are doing. And I'm bad at this game so far. Like I keep targeting the wrong thing, but hopefully I'll get better at that. But fun ways to deal with Haunter, by the way. Or Gengar, or it's not really a problem when he's ghastly, but yeah, just CCing him. Pressing R is better because you can't miss it. Yeah, at that point I died, got caught a little bit. Dan also died, but is what it is. So at this point I'm just talking about how well the game's going. Pretty well, so we are very far ahead. If you have a look, they've only scored what is that, 57 points, so 23 points bot lane, and I believe they haven't scored top at all. Now make the call to do Dreadnought, which is really good because Dreadnought's really strong, gives you a big shield and also lots of XP. Now I missed the first serve, but we won't talk about that. So we get Dreadnought, pretty good, nice shield and nice dump of XP. So now my surf is upgraded, so it does loads of CC. It stuns them for ages rather than just once, which honestly it's not fun to play against. You're just sitting there going up and up and up. So yeah, that's been done. At the moment I've got my ult, which is such a strong ult, but look, we have a huge lead, right? And I hit that, try and score, don't have anything to score. I used my ult there because I was like, Snorlax needs to score. Now, if I hit that surf, if I hit that thing, or if I didn't do any of that and I just auto-attacked, Pikachu would have died, and then I would have had some points to score. But that's not the point. The point is, we're doing pretty well. We're really in the lead. And look how much CC that is. That's actually insane. Now, I flash away. Probably should have flashed because I think I die anyway. No, apparently I get out. And then go back in. So now I die, surely. Or whatever. Right. But anyway, if you have a look top's going pretty well. And I think I should recall here. I know, but we're so far ahead. We've still got Citrus Berries, so I'll stay out. But because I'm so tanky, because I'm slow growth, they don't do much. But is what it is. So now, crunch time. Zapdos has spawned. The big boy, the mad lad himself. Now, we are, as you can imagine by the this video so far, we're going to end up giving them Zapdos and then losing the game because of it. So what happens is we start doing it for some reason, and then they just come in and go yoink. Now, we shouldn't have started it at all because there was no one dead. It takes so long to take that they could just walk over. And now have a look, right? So one of them dunked in the first goal. I'm trying to do my best to stop this Lucario getting there, but he could just ignore me, walk past me, dunk, get a load of his health back, get some iframes so he dodges, and then it's just so fun to play against, especially when you're this far ahead. So that's top 2 goals, that's 200 points, bottom goal that's another 100, and then they're just bopping it. So now we're really struggling, which, given how well we were doing, is a real kick in the penis. But it's probably not over yet. Still 45 seconds, still probably winnable. At least I hope it is. So I'm just trying to get some extra points here, and then gonna try and go score. Try and be sneaky beaky. But here's Lucario. There goes Lucario. Now, hopefully I ult him here. There it is. And then Dan can just finish him off, because honestly that ult is just silly. It does a buttload of damage and it just stops you doing anything. For 15 seconds, we don't have a lot of time left. Now, I try and get the sneaky dunk off. Obviously, it's not going to work. Like, that was just dumb. And then I die, and then that's pretty much it. That's just so sad how it all came down to that Zapdos. Snorlax tries to go for the hero play, but he's too late. If he got those 29 points, that's a lot of points again. We would have won. Look at that. 7 points. It's just so sad to lose like that. And then when you sit and look at this god graph, it's just it's tilting. So if you have a look, Snorlax only scored 8 points, by the way, which we won't talk about. But look at that, like it's just so sad how I just get triggered watching that. But anyway, summarize: Zapdos OP. Don't do Zapdos if you aren't sure that you can. Alright, that'll do. Bye.